We walked out of that stadium in a lot of ways saying, when's the last time we felt this good about our Detroit Lions in January? In January, 248-539-9797. Calls continuing to come in. We'll continue to take them. Always love to get the pulse. Next, we go to Brian. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, I'm not sure this, everybody wanted to get rid of Caldwell bandwagon you're talking about. The only people that were pushing that were people on your station. Nobody I know, nobody I talked to wanted rid of him. He gave us the best 4 years ever. Every season it was, are we going to get in the playoffs or not? And now we're back to people that probably won't even make it to the playoffs after their third year.
Well, so, Brian, I really do. I appreciate the call, and when you say something, when I say something like that, of course, there's going to be pushback, and so I, if I may, I will address your call. I didn't even work at the station at that time, and I knew people. We all know people, so to say, I guess I shouldn't make blanket statements like that, but if you're looking for the statistical breakdown of the Metro Detroit area, I don't have it for you, but I do think there was enough people that makes it worth talking about that wanted Caldwell fired. And I have no affiliation with the station at that given point in that time, but I had plenty of friend Lions supporters that I knew that wanted Caldwell gone. So if you would rather me phrase it that way, I understand.
But yeah, either way though, if they don't make the playoffs this year, then it is exactly the same old Lions. There was nothing gained. Just had a mediocre season, not even good enough to make the playoffs.
See why? Okay, let's talk about that, Brian. Because this is what makes this fun. People are going to disagree. We're going to debate. You're going to tell me that no matter what happens in Green Bay tonight, if the Rams lose and there's no opportunity to go to the playoffs, that this was a meaningless season and nothing was gained. That's it. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right.
And if that happens, this is the same old Lions. Yes, that's correct. And it could be because it wasn't their fault, because the sun got in their eyes, because of a meteor. Don't know. But if they don't make it, yeah, it's the same old Lions.
All right, Brian. I mean, I'm going to disagree with you, and I don't want to say, if that's your final piece, I'll let you go because your time is valuable, but I couldn't disagree with you more. And I've said it time and time again, the Lions of the four franchises professionally here in Detroit make me the most mad. I've been the most cynical with them, the most pessimistic, but you can't possibly look at this season and say it's meaningless if they don't move on. They were 1-6, Brian, and now they're flexed to the Sunday night game with a chance to either get into the playoffs or prevent the Packers from getting into the playoffs. What is meaningless about that? Do you not have any type of value in a regular season that has transpired from 1-6 to where they are now? You see no value in that?
Absolutely. It's not meaningless. I don't know why you keep saying meaningless.
You said that.
I said same old Lions. I said same old Lions. You said meaningless.
All right, I don't mean to put words in your mouth then. I do apologize. It's same old Lions.
But it is the same old Lions if they don't make it. It's the same old Lions. Just excuses and excuses.
All right, Brian, appreciate the call, man. 248-539-9797. And that is kind of fun because it's the first time that we've had someone, like a little healthy debate here, and that someone's disagreed, because I really do stand by the ability to look at a situation objectively, have the fans' perspective, have the quote-unquote X's and O's perspective, and really have a conversation about what this season is. And I've tried to do that for the last hour and 15 minutes, and for the first time, we've got somebody that just completely disagrees in caller Brian. So where are you at on it? 248-539-9797. Continue taking your calls. Continue taking your texts. They are coming in. We love it. We love it. We're also going to talk to Tony Garcia of the Free Press at 3:30. But get your calls and texts in 248-539-9797. I'm Jake Riepma, 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket.
Oh my, what's going on, everybody? We are having some fun on a Sunday afternoon. I'm having so much fun, I don't even know what day it is. Jake Riepma with you on 97.1 The Ticket. Eric Kassar, our producer tonight, taking your calls as well at 248-539-9797. And every now and then when you're doing one of these sports talk radio shows and you're just taking the pulse, the temperature of the fans, you get a caller that, you know, we had caller Brian just now, and I truly believe he believes in what he was saying, which is great. That's what makes this fun. But it sets off a chain reaction of people wanting to get their thoughts in, which is what this is all about. It's exactly what we've had here. So I'm not going to take any more time. 248-539-9797. Lots want to get in. So let's just knock it out. Caller by caller. First up, we've got Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
What's going on? Yeah, if the Lions don't make the playoffs this season for whatever the reason, because, Seahawks win, whatever, it's still a point in the season. Yes, you say, well, they got a little bit better, but at the same time, they had the potential to have 2 top 10 draft picks, a top 5 and a top 10 draft pick that could really change the franchise going forward. They, like I said, it's progression, but yet still, we fired a coach whose last season, I believe, was 9-7.
Correct.
3 years he was over 500. 2 years he made the playoffs. And since we fired that coach, we have not seen 9 games. We had a coach that was a coach for 3 years and didn't get 9 games in 3 seasons. So I stopped being a Lions fan once they fired Caldwell because I felt they didn't give him enough to help him grow. And the only way the Lions can get me back to becoming a true fan is they have to make a playoff. I see what they're doing. They're growing. But until they make that playoff and make playoff runs, I gave them 33 years. I can't give them no more if they don't show me something.
Andrew, fair enough, man. I appreciate the call. Before I let you go, though, so does it have to be, in your mind, does it have to be tonight? Do they have to make the playoffs tonight? Because it sounds like you're still in tune to what's going on. You're still following. You're just not, quote unquote, a fan. So let's say they don't make it this year. What about next year? Will you come around then?
Well, it has to be when they have to make the playoffs. Like, I was a fan that if the Lions didn't win, it affected my whole day, Sunday and maybe Monday. Now I can watch football, watch them, and just not care. So if they make it this year, then you know what? I'm going to be in tune, and now I can be a believer then. But until they make the playoffs, I cannot believe in the team because they fired a coach that was a playoff coach.
Now, and Andrew, appreciate the call. The only thing I'll say to, quote unquote, argue that or to disagree, they being the Detroit Lions, sure, but those leaders in the office are gone. Like, it's a different regime. I mean, Brad Holmes and company had nothing to do with the shortcomings of this franchise prior. Because for me, that's enough. That's enough to believe in this new regime, right? It's enough for me to say, like I've said for the last hour and 20 minutes, that significant progress has been made. Steps in the right direction have gone on throughout the course of this season. A corner has been turned. Combining all my words there. But 248-539-9797. I'll never tell anyone how to think. I mean, Brian, we heard him, the last caller, before Andrew, saying it's SOL if they lose. That's what makes this fun. We've all got different opinions. 248-539-9797. Trevor is up next. You're on the ticket, Trevor. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say, regardless of what happens tonight, I think this is just a really fun team to watch. And I'm 24 years old. My whole adult life, I've never been a sports fan, but I started following the Lions when Dan Campbell became coach, and all that kneecaps talk. And I can't wait for every Sunday now, and I get excited to watch them. I've been following them this whole season, and it's been great. And I just think definitely got to appreciate how many new fans have been created. And so regardless of what happens tonight, I can't speak on much of like whether this is the same old Lions because I just started watching them, but I think it's going to be a good game, and I'm going to be a fan regardless if they win or not tonight. So just looking forward to it. Real excited.
Absolutely. Trevor, before we let you go, where are you watching tonight? Are you going out or are you watching it in at home, taking it in at home?
We're watching it from Madison Heights. I'm inviting some buddies over that are also newer fans, and so we're going to make some blue cocktails for Honolulu Blue and enjoy ourselves.
All right, brother. Drink the Kool-Aid, man. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it.